Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into tonight's update, I want to give you a quick overview of what to expect. We're going to take a look at the Dow and the futures market as it's open. In the futures, the Dow started off down 55, S&P down 3.50, and the NASDAQ down 2350 or up 2350. It was George Washington Day today, or as they call it in layman's terms, President's Day. But so the markets were closed today. We still had the gold futures open and all that kind of stuff. The U.S. dollar currency index, the 10-year and all that was still open. But we had the stock market closed today. So now we're going to see exactly what the impact is tonight. We'll take a look at XRP in the daily technical analysis, as XRP was briefly over the 40-cent mark, but now sits just below the 0.398 level. So we'll see what that means. We'll take a look at the resistance and support, the two nearest, as I call them, R1, R2, and S1, S2. We'll take a look at the closest resistance and support in the area in the short term. And then we'll take a look and see exactly what we're looking at. So make sure to hit that like button, as it really does help me push through the analytics. And consider buying XRP when it is sub 40 cents. If not today, sometime in the future. But remember, sub 40 cents is a tremendous deal if you're looking at XRP in the grand scheme of things. Make sure to hit that like button, and I'll catch you on the other side of this intro. Good evening, 7:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, February 20th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I wanted to do an update here, try to catch everybody up on what's going on. Now that we're into the Monday night session, we're looking at the first day of the futures market, or the stock market trading tomorrow, I should say, as the DXY was online today, and right now it's sitting at 103.87. So what exactly does that mean for our crypto right now? Well, at 103.87, we haven't broke down below the 200-day and the 30-minute time frame, which is your immediate support structure that you would want to hold. But right now, we could still come down to the uptrending support, and that's all the way down. We still could come down like to 103.54 approximately. If we hold the 200-day at 103.84 approximately, then we could try to come back up and make another attempt over the 104.37. But right now, it just looks like we're moving up in an ascending fashion. So that's what we're looking at right there. But I want to look at XRP and focus right now on XRP. As a lot of people, I think a lot of naysayers, or a lot of people that are just losing faith in XRP, which that's what bear markets are for. This is all mind games. These are all manipulation. And not just the up and down fashion, but a lot of people are like, you know what? I'm done with XRP, and I see it a lot more. The sentiment is changing a little bit. XRP is never going to get over $1. The lawsuit's going to go on forever. And yeah, it's going to go on until September. We've already seen compelling evidence of why. If you didn't watch my update last night, take a look at that. But it's compelling that XRP, this lawsuit isn't going to end until like September, at best. So that's what I'm looking at. But right now we're in a time in history where a lot of people are missing out on the fact that this is a huge accumulation phase. I keep saying this is the last time in history this is going to happen. What I mean by that is this is the last chance in history you're going to be able to buy XRP sub 40 cents and have such an extended amount of time below 40 cents. It's been damn near the better part of a year right now that we can accumulate at these levels. What happens if it gets sub 30 and sub 20? Just imagine the amount of time we've stuck in these ranges. Because with inflation and everything else going on in the broader markets, I think it's unfair for us to say that, oh, we're in a bull market, when we haven't even gained much of the losses that we've had. I find it hard to believe that we're in a bull market when we're still down 80% from the 2021 highs. Right now, we have bigger problems. We need to get out of this range. If XRP could get out of this range, and first off, get on top of 404 right now. That's your R1 right now. And then R2 is going to be 432, so write it down. You can actually write, you know what? I take that back. I take that back. And I'll tell you why. If you want to do the short-term resistance too, that could be the broken ascending support or resistance when we were showing this and we had to get over it. Now, if we just extend it over, we can actually use this as the level in between, which Oops. Which is very valid. And I'm just below it. Whoops. I don't mind looking like a fool. That's better. Something like that. So that's the ascending resistance that we couldn't break over, and that's the 414 level. Right now we're stuck below the 404, and that's the downtrending resistance. But we're trying to prove right now, and we came up like I talked earlier. That's the falling channel resistance. So I knew we had to come up there. Regardless, even if we got rejected, I told you, this was all semantics. Even coming down here. If we had to prove this channel, we had to come back up here, even if we were getting resisted. So right now, we've come up. We made this what looks like a W reversal. If we can pull up and out, we might have something going here. This looks like a weird bullish Gartley, possibly. But I'm not going to say that that's exactly what it is. But it looks like it kind of formed a Gartley here. But some people say, oh, you know, this is my interpretation. But, you know, just keeping it simple, that looks like a slightly So, if I'm looking at this and we have a W reversal here, and first we have to figure out what the hell is a W reversal. Now we're going to keep it simple here. We're not even going to talk about the Gartleys. We're just going to talk about it as a technical term, not a bearish or bullish Gartley. We're just going to talk about the W reversal as we've found it. We've seen where it's at on the pattern. As we can see right here, clearly a W reversal. Or even if it breaks down, there's still a W within the pattern. So we're just trying to see exactly what this is trying to hint at or what this means when you see it in the charts. So a W reversal is a technical analysis pattern that is formed by two consecutive lower lows, followed by two higher lows, and a breakout above the resistance level. It is also known as a double bottom pattern because it looks like two bottoms in the shape of a W on a price chart. The W reversal pattern suggests that the price of an asset may be reversing from a downward to an upward trend, or upward. It indicates that the sellers are losing momentum and the buyers are starting to take control of the market. Traders and investors use the W reversal pattern to identify potential buying opportunities. If the price breaks above the resistance level, it may indicate a potential buying opportunity as the price is likely to continue moving higher. So exactly what we alluded to in the terminology. So let me bring out my drawing tool. We have this very defined W. We're trying to see if this is going to break up over the downtrending resistance first, because that's the first resistance, R1. R2's right here at 414, so you have 404, 414. And then the top resistance up here at 432 in the area. That's the double top formation. So what we're trying to see, if this pattern has any hope of moving on, we need to see if we can break this downtrending resistance, which is the falling channel resistance. And that's why we kept saying we're coming back up here. And we failed here, came down, failed, and now we're back here. So now we finally came in here. So now we're going to look to see if we can break out of the 404. If we do that, we could validate this W reversal and maybe push on out and maybe get up into here at the 432 at worst. So that's what we're going to be looking for. If we break up and we get rejected by this area, that could stop us in our tracks. But now we have the 404 resistance and then 414 above it, but ultimately 432, which would be the double top in the area. If we pull this back just a little bit, you can see the falling channel. That's the falling channel resistance, falling channel support. And now you see the price action. Support, resistance, support, resistance, support, support, resistance right now. But we'll see, is it going to break out? Or is this pattern going to continue doing what it's been doing? So that's really what we're looking at for XRP. I'm making this just an XRP update with the DXY as I showed you, just so you can understand what's going on. And we'll end it with Bitcoin because we always have to see what Bitcoin is doing. Hopefully you learned a little bit. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button too, as it helps push me through the analytics, as we're approaching 16,000 subscribers now. So that's pretty awesome. So right now, as we drew out earlier, Bitcoin, this is this little uptrend that we've created. Started down here. And again, you can see the same thing, a W reversal, it looks like, and it bounced out. Now, even if it comes down, as long as it holds that area, we're fine. In the immediate short term, though, if we hold the 20-day, which we have held since earlier, we're looking to break over the very key resistance of 25,194. This uptrend is the uptrend that was formed off of the W reversal, and that's where we could still come down and we'd still be bullish. Even if we come down here to 23,350, that's still fine. We can travel up and out. We need to break over the first level of 25,194. Second level is up here at 26,600. And if we break this out into a bigger time frame, you can see a little bit higher up into here. So that's what we're looking at. Very key, that downtrending resistance line. That was a multi-year trend line that we finally broke over, which is allowing us to push up to what looks like, if we can break the 25,194, our next major resistance. And yes, I understand 25,700 and anyone you want to throw at me, but 26,600 is the next major resistance to me because it's the broken bull flag. Make sure to hit that like button. Consider joining Tom's Army. And if you want to use the exchanges I do with no spot fees, they're in the video description below and the pinned messages. There's MEXC, there's BITGET, and then there's UPHOLD as well. They just have higher spot fees. If you want to join Tom's Army, that's also in the video description below. Hashtag the FUD stops here. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what is the point? And don't overlook XRP at this price. A lot of people are getting caught up in the fact that we don't know if we're in a bottom, if we're in a bull market, bear market. We're still in a bear market. Bear market rally. We're going to do one of the best bear market rallies like we always do. But don't forget to buy. Because if we don't get lower, if we don't get sub 20 cents, if we don't get to your desired levels, remember, XRP is 80% off right now. In 2021, when we were at the highs at $1.98, 10,000 shares would have cost you $19,800. Right now, because of patience, understanding the patterns, and getting out and waiting to get back in, you can get those same 10,000 shares for $3,975. That's a saving of over, what, $16,000. Make sure you understand before you talk yourself out of a good deal.